Well, thank you so much for this introduction. And one thing that you have forgotten to mention is that Minister of Finance and myself share another passion, which is passion for the law, because we're both lawyers by background and training, which probably gives us an edge over the economists who surround us. So good evening to all of you. Welcome to the conference on advancing Asia, investing for the future. I'm really happy to be back to Delhi. Mr. Minister, you were telling me that I'm coming at least once a year, and that is true. I wish it was sometimes more often than just once a year, so I'll try to work hard on that. But it's really a delight to be back here. And I know that this enjoyable moment is also shared by many of you who have joined this conference, from Bangladesh to Bhutan, Tonga and Tuvalu, Korea, China, Australia, Japan, you just name it. You came from the whole of Asia to actually attend this conference, and I would like to thank you, the representatives of more than 30 countries who will be either speaking or listening to the conference that will take place as of tomorrow morning and on Sunday. Thank you as well to the media from various countries that have joined this conference. I'm sure that we will all learn from each other, and I'm really happy and looking forward to that event. And of course, first and foremost, I would like to thank India. And through you, Minister, I would like to thank you personally, to thank your teams, and to thank all the authorities of India who have made this conference possible. We will have the great honor of having an address from Prime Minister Modi tomorrow morning, and I think it's an indication of how strong the Indian economy is and how much of a light it is in sometimes what you would call troubled water, but sometimes what I regard as a little bit of darkness surrounding us. So clearly it is very fitting that this regional conference, Advancing Asia, be actually held in New Delhi on this occasion. You have done a lot to help with this event together with your team, and I would like to thank them, each of them. I know that some of them have been spending weeks, months organizing this. Some of them have been camping in this hotel for quite a few days as well, and I know that they are to be commended for the good work that they've done. We will have plenty of time in the next 2 days, between now and Sunday, to participate in those insightful discussions on issues that are common issues for all countries of this region. Among other highlights, as I said, we will have the opportunity to hear Prime Minister Modi and his views about India's role, very important role in the region and in the world, and I hope that he will take an economic angle, but I don't know. We will also have the pleasure for lunch tomorrow to have an address by Melinda Gates, who is taking great interest in this region and paying special attention to inclusive growth, which is something that the IMF is also most concerned about. And I'm sure that she will address the gender angle, which is the hidden treasure of so many economies, including that of India. But I don't want to take away or anticipate the debates that we will have in the next 2 days. I would like to talk about investment in the future. And let me tell you what we at the IMF have now done for a few years, a couple of years actually. We try to engage young people, and we try to motivate them to what could otherwise be regarded as fairly dry, technical and difficult. And I would like on this occasion to particularly thank a group of students from the Amity International School of Business. Could they, I'm not going to ask them to rise because so many of you are actually standing, but could they sort of lift their arms so that we can see them and spot them? There they are, some of them in there, in that group, others behind. Thank you very much for your support. You've been great help, and I hope you will be learning along the way. What we also do is we try to engage with young people and their competitive spirit. Now, India is not short of that, I know. and being leading the pack in terms of growth rate. I'm sure that it is a great pleasure to many of you. But that competitive spirit, we also ask them to couple that with artistic sense, cultural creation. In other countries of the world, in other regions of the world, we have asked for photos to be submitted to actually epitomize the theme of the conference. In this region, we have asked young people to actually produce videos to really epitomize Asia advancing, investing in the future. And we have received a lot of submission. And from those many submissions that we have received, many of which have been actually viewed already, and some of them are the 10 best ones, those that were shortlisted are actually on screen at the moment. 2 have been selected by the jury. And I'm going to call the 2 winners of the competition. So selected from the shortlisted 10 finalists, there are 2 of them. And I'm going to ask them to come as I call their name. First one is Jason Contores Berto of the Philippines. Come and join us. And Lee Kwok Kim from Hong Kong. The 2 of you. One on each side of me. Thank you very much. So, Jason, who is here, produced a lovely video on recycling rice hulls in the Philippines that shows how young people can bring innovation to rural communities. And Kwok Kin used Hong Kong as a setting for a hard-hitting short video on gender inequality. And both of them, I can assure you, are striking. I think we should give them a big round of applause. I'm going to hand over to you a certificate, but I would like, first of all, each of you to have the honor of meeting with the Minister of Finance of India, Minister Jaitley. Well done. And I have, for each of you, a certificate that I'm happy to hand over to each of you, which indicates that Jason, you are first. You are both retained as the 2 best, so it's not one and a second, but the 2 of you. So congratulations to both of you. And as I said, the videos are being shown as we speak in the background. So thank you very much, and welcome to the conference.